Hey, this is Movie Edge, and yeah, another video, same day, same clothes, whatever. And this is going to be my end videos, which I don't have a lot of. So, good for me, good for you. This won't be a long one. First off, I'm going to start off with a Mill Creek title that a lot of people on the web reviewed this and never heard of this movie. It rarely gets played on cable. I've watched it since I can remember, since I was a kid. I shouldn't have, but I did. It's a rated R movie, okay? It's Neighbors. It's a dark comedy. It's an hour and 35 minutes, but there's really no swearing in this movie. None at all, really. Might be one or two basic swear words, but the F word is never used. And there's some sexual references in there as well. And violent scenes, nothing really. But other than that, it's like this movie, if it came out today, would have been PG-13, in my opinion. You got John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Neighbors. The other people, I don't recognize the women in here. I know there was one other person that used to play Sweet Chuck in Police Academy movies. He's in here in an early role. And this is great. Mill Creek did a great job at this, because I think this is the original artwork, and this was the original artwork. They had two posters, and there you go. In the back, there's some more artwork. So they did a wonderful job at this, and yeah. And in case you're wondering, people, yes, it is region free, so you can order it and ship it to Europe. I like the retro style packaging on this as well. But this movie is just a great dark comedy, very funny. Dan Aykroyd has blonde hair in this movie. I think that's the only time he dyed his hair for a movie. But the story goes behind this was they didn't like the first director, so they got another director. They didn't really like the script, so there was a bunch of rewrites. And it was just really a lot of trouble about this movie. And also, John Belushi was supposed to play Dan Aykroyd's role, and Dan Aykroyd was supposed to play Belushi's role. Because Aykroyd's always playing the straight guy and, the everyday person that comes home from work. But roles were reversed. John Belushi played the straight guy and the average Joe. And Aykroyd played the crazy guy from next door. So if you haven't seen this movie yet, you have to. It's a great comedy, and I'm glad it's out on Blu-ray. It was put out by Mill Creek on DVD, and that's how I got it originally. It was on DVD. Before Mill Creek put this out, Columbia put this out, but as a DVD-R, which is not appealing at all. Then they put it out as a BDR, and it was like $22-something. I'm like, no. So I waited for Mill Creek to put it out again. It was in DVD form. I'm like, well, as long as it's a press copy. And then they put the Blu-ray out, and I was ecstatic. So, Neighbors, one of my favorite, all-time favorite Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi movies, next to the Blues Brothers. Well, enough said. I spent too much time on that. But got the Night at the Museum. It's a great one. Robin Williams movies, all of them. Night at the Museum, Battle of Smithsonian, Hank Azaria. Was it Hank Azaria? Yeah, Hank Azaria. Funny as hell in this movie. And then Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb. and it gets shipped to London. But this movie was absolutely awesome. Robin Williams had more screen time in this movie than he did the second one. And so did, what's his name? So did Rami Malek. Had more screen time in this movie than anything else. The other two movies, he really didn't have that much screen time. He was great in them, but, you know. And then, yeah. If you haven't checked all three of these movies out yet, come on. What are you waiting on? All three of them are just, it's a great trilogy. Next, A Nightmare on Elm Street 7 movie collection. This I got really cheap on Amazon one day, so I just decided to pull the trigger. And yeah, it's got all the movies, and I think it's got a bonus disc in here as well. It's got Nightmare. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong one. It's got Nightmare on Elm Street. This is the bonus disc, so it does come with a bonus disc. And it's got a Nightmare on Elm Street with... Wait a minute. Hold on. Nightmare on Elm Street comes with one movie on it. Nightmare on Elm Street 2 and 3 are on one disc. Right there. Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5 are on one disc. Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, and then Wes Craven's New Nightmare are on one disc. And then the bonus features. It's well worth getting if you're a Nightmare on Elm Street fan, of course. And of course I have Freddy vs. Jason, which I showed in my Fs. So, yeah. Night School. I have only seen bits and pieces of this on cable, but it was my wife's pick. I got it from Family Video for dirt cheap, like $6.99. So, yeah. Gotta watch that again. Napoleon Dynamite. This was the 10 Sweet Year anniversary one with the velvet on it. And it's a cardboard slipcase. I'll tell you why I don't like this. It's because this pocket right here tears really easily. The Blu-ray, no damage to it. But this one is just, the DVD got scratched up in this. So, and then this tore right here. So this is not good packaging for this. Not at all. I might replace this in good time. But, yeah, I thought it was going to be better packaging than this. And now it doesn't want to go back in. So, yeah, and there's the back. This is a J, like, not a J card. It's like a piece of paper that comes off. But I left it on there. So, yeah, it's alright. Love the movie, though, but the packaging sucks. Nice Guys with Russell Crowe, Ryan Gosling, and really great movie. Comedy, thriller, action type movie. Really good. Neighbors. Neighbors 2. Now You See Me, the extended edition. It's good. This one, Now You See Me 2, with the lenticular. There was another lenticular that came in a, it's a red lenticular. It was a red background. But this one's good enough for me. Yeah, really good. Then let's get into, this is a recent buy. And I've seen reviews of people talking about this movie and they said it sucked. But it was $1 on the Dollar Tree. And it's a Number Station with John Cusack. I don't know who the chick is. But yeah, for $1, why not? Check it out. One of my favorite movies from Jerry Lewis. That is The Nutty Professor. This has come out more times than anything else. Any of his other movies, didn't get as many releases as this movie. It got a beta release, a VHS release, a Laserdisc release. It got a Good Times Home Video release, I think, and it got a DVD release. It got a Blu-ray release before this, I think, and then it came out on this. And would expect it came out again in a Jerry Lewis box set with a bunch of his movies that were re-released to DVD. I do have the box set of this, the big box set with a book in it, another disc of like prank phone calls that he made, and there's another movie in there and some other stuff. I got it from an unadvertised sale from, I want to say it was what was that store? God, I can't remember the store now. FYE had an unmarked sale on it, and the box set came out to be $7.99. So I'm like, yes, I'm getting it. And that's all about that one. National Security, pretty good comedy, funny comedy. Naked Gun, awesome movie with Leslie Nielsen, rest in peace. This was directed by David Zucker. Back to Naked Gun 2, saw import from directed by David Zucker. Again, the reason why I got the imports is because I couldn't wait for the American ones, because the American ones took a long time to get this one out, and then after like a year or so after I bought this, then the other two came out, but it came out in a box set. So whatever, I'm keeping these now. That's number 2. Naked Gun 2.5 plus. Naked Gun 33 1/3, which was Peter Siegel who directed this, and it was produced by David Zucker. And yeah, this one's pretty good too, as well. It's got the late Anna Nicole Smith in it. So one of our rare movie roles. And was someone else that was in this movie. She was in a bunch of Jerry Lewis movies. Maybe her name is written on here. Catherine Freeman. She was in this movie as well. Don't think this was her last movie. I think The Blues Brothers 2000 was her last movie, which it's a shame because that movie's a big steaming pile of crap. Yeah. Next, another movie that's out of print, but you can still find it on DVD. 9 Months with Hugh Grant, Julia Moore, and it's a Chris Columbus film. And Robin Williams does have a part in this as a doctor, small part. Jeff Goldblum. So yeah, excellent. I think, yeah, Tom Arnold, I can't talk, is in this, and Joan Cusack. So, damn good movie. If they start re-releasing this, I highly recommend you pick it up. This was from Anchor Bay. It's a 20th Century Fox film. Oh, there you go. This one, George A. Romero's original classic, Night of the Living Dead, from Network. This is a UK import, but it's all region. The reason why I got this way before the Criterion came out, and pretty decent copy for its price. It's got the chapter listings on there. So, you know, if you don't want to pay big bucks for Criterion, you just want the movie, get this one. Something I got from the Dollar Tree, but I can't find the second movie. Ninja. If I could find the second movie, I would check them both out. Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. Really good Michael Cera movie. Kate Dunnings is in it. Who else is in this movie? Nobody I actually recognize. But it's just a damn good movie. All region, in case you're wondering, from Columbia Pictures. And yeah, if you haven't seen it, highly recommend it. Pick it up. Next, Nerve. Found this on Black Friday at a Walmart, and it was a very good find because I didn't see any more copies of this at all. Emma Roberts and Dave Franco. Nerve. November Man. This was a Dollar Tree pickup, and this is one of those movies that Dollar Tree got a crap ton of. And I heard it movie wasn't really that great, but if you go into Dollar Trees, you'll still see this in Dollar Trees in the electronics section. Pierce Brosnan. You'd think it'd be good, but got bad reviews. This one, since it didn't have a single release, I had to get this release. When did this come out? Came out from Echo Bridge in 2012. Hopefully this comes out again singly, but until then, got The Night Listener, Robin Williams movie I have not seen. Beyond the Doubt, which I never heard of before. It's Donald Sutherland movie. But yeah, The Night Listener I want to check out soon. It's on one disc, but I hope they release it separate because I'll buy it separate. Be better quality. Owen Wilson movie that was kind of unique, different. That is No Escape. Another FYE pickup. Weinstein Company, which no longer exists because I won't go into that. But this is from Anchor Bay. Released it, and it has Owen Wilson on there. Pierce Brosnan. It's kind of like a hostage movie and terrorist kind of thing. So, yeah. Great one, great classic, Never Ending Story. This one is well worth the pickup. And without that, there's Never Ending Story 2. Yeah. The one I want to... This was George Miller who actually directed this one. And this one was not. But George Miller of Mad Max, Fury Road, and some other Mad Max movies. There was a Never Ending Story 3 where Jack Black was in it, but I have not seen a release of that. I've seen it on, there's a VHS release. There might have been a DVD release at one point, but I don't know if that was made for video or made for television. I don't know, but I've seen bits and pieces of it. It's not worth even checking out. You got Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal. Pretty dark movie. Again, the wife's pick. DVD Blu-ray combo. And finally, the last one was a wife's pick as well. I don't remember where we got this from. I think this was Second and Charles closing too. Nocturnal Animals. This was almost brand new when I got it. Amy Adams, Jake Gyllenhaal. Another Jake Gyllenhaal movie. And I think this is all region. It's Universal. Yeah. So that concludes the ends. And next will be the O's. That's right. So if you have any comments or questions about any of my ends here, feel free. Leave them below. And that's it. Movie Edge signing off. Join me next time for the O's.